Minnesota health and education officials are now recommending some new guidance for students, teachers, and staff ahead of the upcoming school year.
Yeah, they're recommending everyone wear a face mask regardless of their vaccination status. Fox 9's Rob Olson joins us now live from Maple Grove tonight. Rob, this comes just a day after the CDC released its updated guidance.
Yeah, and these really exactly follow suit to what the CDC recommendations were, and these are recommendations, not requirements. School districts will now be re-examining what they want to do. Several have told me that they're in the process of that right now. Several, like Osseo schools, which is Maple Grove, is part of that, had just issued guidelines last week saying that, these could change if new guidelines from the state change. Well, they have. Among the new guidelines, though, is out of the school's hands. It's that students get fully vaccinated before coming back.
Not a big fan of needles, but gotta do what you gotta do.
With 6 weeks until school begins, Tyler Pachta and his brother Ben decided the COVID shots could wait no more, going to the Alina Clinic in Coon Rapids to finally begin the process.
And because of the Delta variant, that's starting to come up again.
Yeah.
A little nerve-wracking.
And that Delta variant is why masks are now recommended when they do go back.
Not at all.
Did you feel it?
Not even.
Whether they're vaccinated or not.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting it. I mean, my dad's like a nurse, and he's pretty serious about the COVID-19 too, and he's like, I wouldn't be very surprised if you wore them again next year. So
Tuesday, the CDC issued their guidelines recommending masks for all in schools, and now the state of Minnesota followed suit. The Health and Education Department saying all students, teachers, staff, and visitors should wear masks indoors regardless of vaccination status. Their other school guidelines include maintaining at least 3 feet physical distance between students when possible, that those not fully vaccinated should be tested regularly, and those who are fully vaccinated no longer need to stay home if they've had close contact with someone who is COVID positive, which makes Ben Pachta feel much better about getting this done.
A lot better. I wasn't the biggest fan of distance. I liked being in person and seeing people.
The state education commissioner made very clear the masks and the other guidelines are not mandates, they are recommendations. Each district has the authority to decide what they will do this fall in light of a resurgent virus. For the Pachtas, it's being fully vaccinated before school starts.
They were not super thrilled about getting it done, but, at the same time, we want them to be safe.
So again, a lot of districts will say they'll be coming out with their plan, their requirements, how they'll react to these. Again, guidelines and recommendations from the state, not mandates, here in the coming days and weeks. One thing, though, that is mandated, it's a federal mandate, is that masks are required on school buses. That is a federal requirement for transportation, so that does apply. But again, everything else is up to each district to decide. Live in Maple Grove, Rob Olson, Fox 9.